Welcome back to Star Trek Online, everybody. I am your host, the Housecoat Gamer. It's time for the turning point. Which means I have to deal with Sela. Lovely.
We've made a breakthrough. We can't lay claim to Dewa 3 and make it our new home without allies. The planet is close to Klingon space, although they've never formally claimed it. If we could get their support, or that of the Federation, we would be able to break away from the Romulan Star Empire without worrying what the T'liss will do. Datan has been working for weeks to get the Klingons and the Federation to agree to talks. Now representatives from both factions will be at Kittimer to hear our proposal, and so will the Empress. I want you there as well. I think we'll need someone like you on our side. It won't be easy, but this is our best chance to create a new life and a new home.
Yeah. Now, this will be the last time I use the poor old T'liss for a while. Nothing personal, it's just this little bird needs to rest for a while and undergo a significant refit. Because I'm starting to hear creaking under the deck plating, and it's not a good sign. And one of the bulkheads just fell off. That's just great. Farrell, could you fix that, please?
Kittimer. This place has some bad blood. Back in 2346, the Romulan military launched a massive attack that slaughtered all the Klingon colonists here and took the planet. The Klingons took it back in the chaos after Shinzon's rebellion. This is the first time since then that they've allowed Romulans to be here. We should be careful. The Klingons aren't going to be in a great mood. Just having us here will be a reminder of what's happened. Datan is waiting for us with the rest of the Romulan diplomats in the Hall of Conquest. Wonder what it takes to be put in the Gallery of Honor.
Oh, you have no idea.
Chamber of Conquest. Let's hope one day the Klingons turn their attention to the T'liss.
I know there's a walk button, but hold on a moment. Just to prove a point. It's not set. I don't have a key binding for walk forward. So I'm not gonna bother.
It's good to see a friendly face. The air here is a bit tense right now. I need to stay here and prepare for Empress Sela's arrival, which I'm sure will not be pleasant. Could you speak with the Klingon and Federation delegations? See what they're thinking. Get a feel for how the negotiations will go, and most importantly, try to convince them of our sincerity. We're still working on an agreement, but an initial proposal is on the table. The Federation and Klingons will help us establish New Romulus, as long as they can set up embassies on the planet. They wish to use this as a chance to acquire Romulan technology and Romulan allies. We need assistance to create a new world. It's a give and take, one that will hopefully work. You can start by speaking with some of the delegates from the Klingon Empire and the Federation. Just because an initial proposal has been presented does not mean the conference is over. Far from it. Any information you can get me about what they're thinking will help when it comes time to present our case.
Of course it's going to end in a duel to the death. This is Klingon politics we're dealing with.
Probably Klingon heroes who killed Romulans.
It's what they do.
Diplomacy makes for thirsty work. The Federation ambassador can't hold his teeth together for more than a minute. The Vulcan just stares daggers at everyone. Half my delegation are a breath away from ripping into the Starfleeters like rampaging togs, and we're all stuck in here with you backstabbing greenbloods. Oh, did I offend you? Well, get used to it. We don't have a reason to trust you yet, and I don't know if we ever will.
To be perfectly honest, you have a point. I mean, seriously, Romulan's deceit, it kind of runs with the show. Even Datan is used to it. I mean, think about it. He's been deceiving everyone since, well, pretty much forever. But it's nice to see the redo of the whole conference chamber.
Ah, blood wine. At least you have some manners. Nice to know that you all aren't as ill-bred as the stories say. Ah, there's some strength in you. I like that. Perhaps you would be a valuable ally. But just because you know when to bring a Klingon a drink does not mean we are friends. I'm keeping an eye on you and your kind.
I don't blame you. That said, 3, 2... God damn it. I really hate the fact that we can't just shoot them through the head. It would make me happy.
I understand their stance, but still, there are issues. The would-be Romulan Republic is weak and fractured. How could an alliance benefit us?
Well, there's Romulan technology. I mean, no one really wants to master singularity technology other than the Romulans. I don't blame them. It's literally a black hole.
Ah, one of the Tan's followers. Greetings. I am Ambassador TOS, representative for the Klingon Empire. I am curious, what exactly does your group have to offer the Klingons in an allegiance? The Tan is no warrior, and Klingon politics have little in common with Romulan machinations. You do have a point. The fact that you've survived this long against the Tal'Shar says something about your people. However, it does not say whether or not you are in the right in this civil war of yours, or if this is just an elaborate Romulan plot. We shall see just how trustworthy you are in the days to come.
I don't honestly blame them. After 400 years plus of dealing with this nonsense.
The Klingons don't seem too thrilled with the idea of being allies. Maybe we'll have better luck with the Federation.
After 400 years plus of this, of Romulan machinations and everyone being screwed with, I don't honestly blame them for wanting to go, nope, not dealing with you. We'd rather see you dead. I don't blame them. Hello, Sugihara. Oh, this is going to end poorly.
One of our new potential allies. I am Jiro Sugihara, a representative of the Federation Diplomatic Corps. Let's talk, shall we? Yes, I'd love a chat. Now, please don't take the cool reactions of some of my colleagues as an indication of how the whole of the Federation feels. There is a history between our two governments. But I believe with some work, we can all come to a peaceful agreement. Don't you agree? Of course you do. Of course. Why else would you and other fine and forward-thinking Romulans, such as Datan, be present here at this conference? I like to think of all of us, Federation, Klingon, and Romulans alike, as engineers. We're building bridges to a newer and brighter future. We're architects, designing load-bearing structures upon which we might build vital cooperative efforts. But before we get to the window dressing, of course, you know where we must begin. Why, with the foundations. You knew that, of course. There's nothing we cannot achieve if we're able to continue to sit down and discuss our differences, and bit by bit, measure by measure, work through them and learn from one another. We must start fresh. So as one potential friend to another, I ask this entirely as a personal question. How do you feel about reunification? I know there are a lot of people in the Federation still opposed to it, but I am certain that if we simply sit down together and discuss the issue rationally, we can...
Back away slowly. I love having that as an option. Just Ambassador. I don't blame them. Now, where is... Oh. You.
I know your kind too well to ever trust what you say. I will not be taken in by your attempts to be disarming. I am here as a representative of Starfleet and an expert on Romulan affairs, and to ensure my companion does not surrender all of the Federation in an effort to build foundations. I have spent more than 3 decades defending the Federation from Romulan plots. I have seen all of the tricks, the deceptions, all of the treachery that is born of hubris. Romulans believe they are superior to all other species. That is incorrect. It will take a great deal of effort to deceive me. I suggest you do not try.
I don't honestly blame her. Let's talk to Titan before everything goes straight down the gutter. That's for trying to take my planet.
Jolan True, what do you have to report?
We're boned.
There's doubt everywhere. We will have to be careful not
This
to...
conference is a farce.
Sela!
You're not trying to found a settlement. You're rebelling against your sovereign. You're stirring up dissent with your wild stories of mysterious aliens and colony attacks.
Wild stories!
Until now, I gave your little movement some leeway because I thought I could convince you to see the error of your ways. This ridiculous conference shows me I've been far too forgiving.
You! How could you?
Tovan! That's enough! You two! Please leave this to Tamer and me.
Unbelievable. How can that woman stand there and deny everything? If you ask me, the only thing worse than the Tal Shiar is the politician who lies for them. There should be no allegiance with such... Hold on. I'm getting a message from the ship. They're picking up odd ships on sensors. Ships that match the one we scanned back when the colony was destroyed. Good. Now they'll have to deal with us, the Klingons, and the Federation.
The Klingon command base has ordered us to remain in orbit and leave the defense of Khitomer to them. However, I'm certain that the singularity signature I'm detecting is the same ship that was in orbit of Viranot during the attack. This could be the person responsible for the destruction of the colony. Do we investigate, despite the Klingons' objections?
Cryptic, bit of a note. If you're gonna redo all of Tovan's lines, be consistent. Because, that was just awkward.
I'm picking up multiple anomalies in the area, but the Klingons are still ignoring them. We should investigate them, and be prepared for whatever happens. Keep an eye out for Klingon ships. If any hostiles appear, they'll show up too. If we're lucky, they'll target the enemy and not us. The Alachi were hiding the tall shot ship.
Sorry, was just trying to make sure I didn't lose my traits. Again. Having that happen really pisses me off.
I am Gerard, son of Lursa, captain of the IKS Kang. You have proven yourself in battle against one of these ships. I will ensure that you will survive to prove yourself again. I was the first to uncover the alien Undine within the Klingon Empire. Now, I shall be the first to combat this new alien threat. To battle!
I feel really, really sorry for Gerard. I mean, he's gotten screwed over so many times. He did not deserve to die. All he's been trying to do is restore the honor of his house. Is that so wrong? I mean, he's one of the few members of the House of Duras that is actually pretty decent.
This is Klingon space!
I mean, think about it. Decent man trying to restore his family's name. And, well, I'm really disappointed with how Cryptic dealt with him. In fact, I'm kind of pissed off that it happened. At all. He could have just stayed out of it and went... Or rather, they should have not done what they did. And made Jaula the friend. Yeah, that really pisses me off.
Why am I not surprised that you were the one who discovered us? I'm quite happy you did, though. Now I have a chance to rectify the mistakes of Gasco Station. Captain Gerard, you have no place in this fight between us. This is a Romulan affair.
You know, I'm really tempted... Now, has the canal... I need to check. Yeah, she is. She's got the snakehead material and the Borg stuff. I'm really tempted to do that to my own Legendary Iridex. Yes, I have that. And I'll be playing with it soon. I just need to get my hands on the, well, the Borg set.
Colonel Hakeev, you came into sovereign Klingon territory with hostile intent. You brought these aliens into our space. Now, you have the unmitigated goal to try to give orders to a Klingon warrior? This is not a Romulan affair anymore, Colonel. You have insulted me, and you will pay the price.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's stupid, but in this case, I like Gerard. I really do. That's why what Cryptic did to him really pisses me off.
I don't care if you have 100 Klingon ships. You will not stop me.
Really? Eat plasma torpedo. Oops.
But my work here is complete. I will deal with you another time.
You fought well. My people will learn of Colonel Hakeev's attack on my vessel. That I can promise you. I will also tell them of your abilities in battle. However,
Hakeev did not die, so I cannot rule out the possibility that this was all a Romulan trick. My ship will continue to patrol the area. You should return to the conference.
Hakeev beamed something down to the surface before he warped. I think? Yes, we're getting confirmation. He beamed explosives down to Kittimer. We've got to get down there and disarm them before anyone finds out. Even a hint of a problem like this, and the conference will be shut down. We'll lose our best chance for colonization.
We're not losing anything.
What is your status? I'm in the Hall of Heroes now, and things are underway. Did you handle the situation with the Alachi? This is not good. It will be too easy for any disturbance to be blamed on us, and Hakeev knows it. I'll start searching the Hall of Heroes. Contact me once you've found all of the explosives on your end. I'll do my best to discreetly look for anything amiss over here. Make sure the Klingons do not find the bombs first. If they do, there's a good chance we'll be seeing one another soon. In a jail cell.
Don't worry. I mean, I get it. There's good reason to be worried. I mean, Hakeev set us up the bomb. Fortunately, we got signal. And now we are going to main screen. I'm sorry. I could not resist. I mean, yes, it's stupid, but it's funny.
The Tal Shiar had spies here the entire time.
Yes, they did. Seriously, buddy? You didn't notice that there was a freaking bomb over there? Transporters are not stealthy. By any means. They are bright, they are loud, and they're not exactly discreet. Oops.
Did you get the explosives? Good. That's a relief. I found a bomb near one of the statues in the back of the hall. I should be able to confirm that these devices were made by the Tal Shiar once the conference is over. It will be more proof that they cannot be trusted. Why don't you come inside the conference? The Klingons are about to speak. It should be interesting to hear what they have to say.
Lovely.
In conclusion, think about how many times we've been fooled by Romulans. Sela already sent the Tal Shiar to attack us here. Who is to say Detan is not part of her plan? We must not allow this alliance to happen.
Hakeev!
Treacherous Greenblood!
Stay back!
What do you think you're doing? What? What are you?
Remember this.
He gave his life for me, for a Klingon.
Yeesh. Well, at least the Dutch angle is gone. Counselor?
Taman died with honor. When my time comes, I hope I can do the same. His sacrifice showed me that we have a common enemy. The blood in your veins may be green, but you fight for your people with the courage of a Klingon. I would be proud to give my aid to you and Detan. We will hunt the Tal Shiar like the dogs they are.
Tamir's sacrifice will be remembered. I promise you that. Personally, I have never liked the Tal Shiar, but we of the Diplomatic Corps are always committed to trying to find peaceful solutions first. But we can help you in your fight to bring justice to the Tal Shiar if you accept our assistance. We know you have much to do to build a new homeworld and free your people. The Federation wants to be your ally in everything.
Yes, including reunification, which, as we saw with, time and tide is kind of inevitable. Eventually, the Romulan Republic will be subsumed into the Federation, as will the Klingon Empire. Let us be perfectly honest. The Dominion War screwed over everybody. The Klingons are more or less screwed. The Romulans are very much weakened, especially after Obus. The Cardassian Union has pretty much ceased to exist, meaning the Alpha and Beta quadrants will have a nice, deep shade of blue.
Tamer's death will not be in vain. Now we have the opportunity to secure our future. The Federation looks favorably upon our endeavors, but it will take time for them to commit. Now Tamer has shown the Klingons that there is honor and nobility among us. We may not have gotten what we wanted today, but I foresee a day where we will build a home and a life on New Romulus. The next step must be yours. Both Starfleet and the Klingon Defense Force have agreed to take Romulans into their forces. I'd like you to be the first. You will be our eyes, ears, and hands in their fleets. More importantly, you will be our voice. Where you serve is your choice, but wherever you go, always remember that you are Romulan. If you haven't done so already, speak with the representatives of the Federation and the Klingon Empire. Then, take some time to think it over. When you are ready, speak with Subcommander Nadell back on the flotilla.
Tamer gave his life so that we would be understood by the others. I know I won't forget this. Some people on the crew are wondering if Starfleet was the best choice. They probably would have said the same thing about the Klingons. I'm ready to do whatever it takes to take down the Tal Shiar, so I'm with you on this, no matter what. The ship is awaiting our return, whenever you're ready. We need to report to Subcommander Nadell and let her know everything that's happened.
Oi, Gorn buddy! The Federation's got a hell of a lot more honor than the Romulans. They tried saving you from the Klingons. But they couldn't attack, because it is dishonorable to stab one ally in the back while helping another. Because at the time, the Klingons and the Gorn were both allies of the Federation. Now I'm gonna need to put this ship in for a significant refit. Oh, poor boat. You know, I'm missing only 1 or 2 Romulan ships now. And both of them are lockbox, so I can't get my hands on them. Well, one of them is lockbox, the other is, well, R&D promotion. Nice redo of the cutscenes, though.
Welcome back. I'm Subcommander Nadell. Tamer's final actions impressed both the Klingons and the Federation. The time has come for you to decide who you will be allied with. Starfleet and the Klingons both have sent diplomats to stay here at the flotilla. Talk to them if you have any questions. Then speak to me when you are ready to make your choice.
Well, seeing as this tune is fed allied, I don't have a choice in the matter, do I?
Time is short. What do you need of me? This final choice must be yours. But I know you will honor Tamer and serve our people well, no matter where you decide to go. So what is it to be then? The Klingons? Or the Federation? Time is short. What do you need of? Tamer was a great man. He touched so many lives among the survivors, and I know he thought very highly of you. I can think of no better way to honor his commitment and sacrifice than by continuing to serve the Romulan people. On to business. The flotilla will be working on beginning settlement of Dewa 3, or what we're calling New Romulus. Good luck out there.
Well, time to put my ship in for a refit. Housecoat Gaming, signing off.